Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We are in Shapes 2 hard mode, and we are cruising along. Now, last time I left, we had this this shape delivering in, and yeah, that's going to be enough right there. I think that's probably going to be it. See, the thing about this is I can't really cut it early, because if I cut it early, then everything's going to go into the trash. But this is a 3-layer. Yeah, there we go. We've got all these coming in. Once we get one more of these, then I will cut it. Let's just double check. Yeah, we're 900 per. So anyway, I wanted to check in a couple things. For one, if you are enjoying this content, I would love a like and a subscribe. You know, we're going through Shapes 2. We may have other games coming up too. Just gonna see what's coming out and the amount of effort it takes to do. You know, I like doing these videos. It's a lot of fun. I hope I'm giving some helpful information. And it looks like there's some good stuff coming up in the world of Shapes as well. They're working on a whole brand new style of play, where you're going to take shapes and you're going to send them off to a planet to get updated, to get... there we go. We've got that done. And then you're going to get shapes back that you're going to have to use to combine. And it sounds crazy, to be honest. There sounds like some cool stuff coming down. And we are all about it. So looking forward to that when it comes out. We will definitely play it. So updating this to this is pretty nice, because this 3rd-layer shape stayed the same, and this one stays the same with an addition. This one stays the same completely. So nice. We are good to go on that. And now we could even come over here and unlock that if we so desired. So last episode, we added some output to this shape and this shape. And hopefully we will see results on those. But this episode, I wanted to start working on milestone 7. Let's, yes, we know our tasks. We are good to go. That's just blinking until this is done. Let's go ahead and get rid of the blink. So I went and I looked up an area that I think would be a good one to start with. And right here, so we've got our some spikies up there. And where did we have our other shape? Our little shield shape. Here's a half circle here. A full circle that obviously could be cut. Well, I know we had one. There we are. Right there. So all we need to do is take this one and paint it blue. Hello, blue. And combine it with a half circle that we can get from anywhere. We can even get from there itself. And send that in. Now we are up above, and we're not too far away. Where are we going to bring these bad mamma jammas in? Let's do... This one's pretty full here. This one is available but hard to get to. And look at this. Oh my goodness, that is so loaded up. That is just a solid drop of those shapes. Very cool. I guess we might be bringing it in here. Like so. Into there. So that'll work. Let's do this. Okay. So first all I want to do is I'm going to mine these guys. And raw resources, grab a miner block. And we want to, let's just do it right here. We're going to give it a rotate 180. And that's the right direction. It's weird, I don't know why I built the blueprint that way. That's not normal, but that's okay. It works. And then over here, let's get some fluid. Boom. Archive raw fluid block. I'm just going to grab it from there. Now we can... So I'm not going to worry about building this super expandable right now. So let's just take this and run it over here. And we'll take this. And run it over here. We'll cut the difference. Alright, so I'm going to make a painter. And let's FRR. Okay. There we go. So that is going to give us blue shield shapes. Now, where are we grabbing our half circles from? Let's just take them for now from just down here. So again, a miner block. Then we're going to destroy. Oh, not destroy west. First, we want to rotate those. I'm using my hands to say counterclockwise. So rotate counterclockwise. Yep, and then destroy west. Boom, boom, boom. I guess all these ones go from south to north. That is fine. But then I'm going to do another counterclockwise. Right? Yep. Okay, perfect. Now we'll use trains, and we will load those shapes up. Like so. And bring them up this way. And so these painted shapes, now we need our stacker. Oh, I think, yeah. Perfect. So our triple stacker is going to be like this. We want top over here. So boom. FRR. Now top is on the left, bottom is on the right. Then we are shape unloader. Right there. And just drive those on and perfect. That is going to make this top shape. And let's use a blue train. Let's do a couple of them. and shapes. Perfect. Alright, so that is cruising along. Now I'm gonna take that output and just pull it up a few here for kicks, and then we will load those onto a train. And sure, we'll do a blue train again. I'll just do one though. And have that come down here. Come into there. Okay, so that is done. Excellent. Now we just need a spiky spike, which we had up to the left, I believe. Yeah, see, this is all way down here, and that's fine for now. Eventually they'll come up here and go into a an actual machine. Alright, so let's grab our miner block. Excellent, this one is rolling in. And we're going to combine that with red up here. Same thing. I'm just going to bring that over here. Perfect. And then get our painter. Like that. All right. So this will kick out a red shape. Now, what I need to do is just remove one quadrant. That would be a great machine to have. It just removes one quadrant. Let me take a break from this really quickly. No, I think we're... Yeah, let's see how we're doing in the old MAM. Because basically, once we get... Here goes another one. That's going to be another 900 on top of what's here. This was 900 times 3, so that was 2700 plus 900. So we are good to go on that. So we can come in and update the shape. Oops. There we go. Okay. So now this is going to be a little bit of a slower turnaround because this shape has now moved down to the 4th layer. But that's good. Alright, I just wanted to take a break to do that. Alright, so what I was saying, we need to do some stuff here. So what we're going to do first is a cut, and I think we have cut and separate. But not the way we want. We want it to cut and separate, but be the same. And I think we had solved that. Not here, but on another one of our shapes. No. This guy, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, see, this one takes it, cuts it, and separates it the way we want. Some of the stuff you can zoom out on, some of them you can't. Alright, so now, if we paste this here, yes, see how these are not flipping around. So that's great. Our bottom half is perfect. We want to keep that. This one, very simply, we want to destroy west. Oh my goodness. You kids. These doggies. Destroy west. Done and done. And now we want to recombine. So again, stacker. That should make our final shape. Yay. Now what we're going to do eventually with something like this, let's not look at that, we'll look at this, is those bottom ones we need to paint purple. So let's do this. Let's add another block there. Because then we will paint these purple and recombine with this. And that will be a final design. Excellent. I'm just going to add 2 for space and get a shape loader. Where is our other one going in? Right here. Okay, and this one is blue. This one will be red. That way we don't have to take it all the way down to the bottom. Oh, but you know what? We kind of do. Because I think what we need to do is have red deliver in over here. Jump there, but no jump for this train. And this one will have the blue go all the way down. Okay, so red will come over here and deliver. And it doesn't matter, red could deliver to this one, and blue could deliver to this one. But we already have blue coming in here. Look at that, it's cruising along very well. Alright. So this is doing well. We still see these ones are delivering in here and just all going right into the trash. And this one still needs to pick up. But see, these have already gone into the trash, so that's good. Now the good shapes are starting to roll in. But these are still... I think, yeah, these are still bad shapes. Because that's the third layer down. Yep. So those are bad shapes for a little bit. They're probably the right shape, just not colored correctly. Yeah. See, these are the correct colors. So those are close. In the meantime, these will continue to get thrown in the trash. And that one is still... Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm going to help it out. And this one, too. These are just making bad shapes. Bad shapes that we don't need. Okay. So, this one is all set and done. Now we need... Oh, look at that. The blue one is almost done. So next we need to make that purple instead of blue. And there we go. Now purple is going to be a final color. So we can make that a little bit more permanent, but you know what? I'm not even worried about it yet. And we'll bring those back all up here, and our triple mixer. Is going to make some magenta. Oops. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do that. And have it kick out the top. Okay. So that is done. This shape is now officially on its way. I can clear out all that stuff. Because this is the same. Now this one, let's get some purple going on up here. Yep, see that's cruising in now. Alright, we've got blue down here. So let's get some blue coming in. Fluid loader. Build a little train stop. Of course, we're going to use a blue train. And use fluid wagons. And I'm going to bring it way over here. And drop it off. Boom, fluid unloader there. Okay. So we will have that coming in. Which is great. And then let's make some mixers up here. Yeah, let's do a couple of them. Like so. Silly doggies. Right, so that is going to come in there. And we still actually need... Yeah, we're still going to need red for this little tip, and that is a final that we're going to need. So let's do this. I'm going to cut that and paste there and there. There. Okay. And we are, yeah, we're cruising along on those. Yeah, once we get another batch of those in there, we will be good to flip the switch. And that's pretty soon. Here's 1, 2. So, I mean, that's 2,700 right there. We are good to go. So we're going to take this, flip R. So now these bottoms are coming in here, and they're red, but that's okay, because they will get overwritten with purple. AKA magenta. And for right now, I'm just going to run it on and so I'm going to be taking these frameworks that I'm building and moving them elsewhere to build the final machine. But this is basically final for this, creating this portion of the shape, which is the base, the bottom layer here, the third layer. Oh, it's not though. All right. That's good. So what we can do is I can just turn a whole spike purple and then cut it in half and have 2 of these shapes. And cut another one, take another one and color it red, cut it in quarters and have 4 of those. All right. But then this, with the original thing, will be what I will use to cut the chunk out of the shield shape, for lack of a better term. All right, speaking of which, how's that coming along? I mean, this should be coming in by now. To the blue, but it's not. All right, but it's getting there. Yeah, blue, blue, blue. Yeah, all right. So this is on its way. Yes, this one is done. So now, but it's already working on this one. How about operator shapes? Are these? Let's look at our stats. Yeah, so this is good. These are in the 2800s now. This one is only, oh wait, that's per second. Let's slow it down. This guy's still only 1440. You can see these have topped up here. So that's good. Let's look at this guy here. Ah, that's right. That's why. This one's way more complex. That said, we've got plenty of shapes. Plenty of ink. Yeah, that's looking good. I think we can take this now. 300,000. Paste. All right, so that should add more. How are these guys looking? Yeah, these are looking good. We still have a full train here. You know, that's 3 full trains right here for these guys. You know what I could do too, just to be fancy? I could replace these 2 middle cars with our with the filler wagons over here. If I do it right now, it's going to kill these guys. Let's see here. Let those get delivered. Okay. That saved us some platform units. Oh my goodness, look, we're down to 800 platform units. It's still not nothing, you know. We could easily do 800 platform units. All right, these guys are running in. Oh, that's finished. That's what it was that beeped, I think. There we go. These are going. And that's probably the last load of those. Let's go up and look. Yep. Good. So those are cruising in. All right. So then, are we at our final? We are at our final, which is basically just combining these two, but taking the circle and giving it a half turn, and cutting the notch out of this. Oh, and putting the red up here. Okay. So that's a whole different thing. Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be different. This is not going to be like this. We will still do this, but then we need to punch the notch out of that and combine it with the red spike for that layer. Right. Oh, and this is white. That's why this isn't counting. That is this guy here. Okay. Good to know. So, I'm just going to kill all that. All right. These guys... Nope, these guys need to be painted white. All right. So let's do this. Let's unload here. And let's put in a painter here. Let's bring a fluid unloader. Here. And that there. So this is going to be white fluid coming in. So let's do it. Ah, look at this beautiful little mix. So we'll get some green. We'll get some blue. Yeah, there. And we will get some red. Here, and let's just bring these in. Boom. Okay, get those all coming in. Here we will get our mixer, white will come out of here. So fluid loader. And there. Okay. Excellent. That's all coming along. And make a fluid wagon. Okay. So that is doing that. That will color. I'll paint all of these guys. And yes, for that one, this is the correct orientation. So here, shape loader. Okay. Excellent. So that is going to get rid of these and anything in here. Then here we just need a shape unloader. I don't know why I keep doing that. I apologize. It's annoying. I keep not seeing white. But now that will work. And look at that. In the meantime, this is done. This whole task. Boom and boom. Let's grab this guy. Plonk it in. Okay. So this will be coming out of here, which means all these guys should be going into the trash. Yep. And those guys are... yeah, this is all emptying out too. And going into... oh, not going into the trash. Because there's nothing there. Which is fine. It just needs to clear out all this stuff. Doing? Are we anywhere near having... yes, we are very close to having white ink. Look at that. Just seeing the belt upgrades that we've done are a huge help. Excellent. Alright, so let's skip ahead until we've got this guy going. Here we go. We've got our white half circles going on top of our little magenta shield shapes. As we're cruising along. And we'll start delivering. In the meantime, our little spiky shape got finished up. So let's go take a look at that now. Over here. Okay, so what we need to do... like, this is all still fine. On our bottom, all we have is that. So, let's do that. I'm wondering how we want to do this. Do we just want to paint those guys, like I said, just paint those purple then slice them in half. I think so. So let's do that. So I'm going to build this. Let's build this at a level of 4. So that is going to take 2 of these. And let's get this, which will paint purple and purple. I think we want to have that staggered. But let's do this a different way. There and there. Okay. That way we can have over here fluid unloaders. Drop off purple, purple. And red. But let's do that separately. Because red is going to come over here. Alright, so these guys are going to come up. And then we are going to cut them in halves. And we'll use this because we want to cut them in half but have them aligned the same way. So we'll see if that works. Alright, over here. Yeah, oh, that's right. We don't need any of this. Okay, so over here, we need 3 outputs. And we need 2 of those to go into purple. Magenta. And where's our blue delivery? We are going to double you up. Yep. Sorry. Okay. Ew, well, hello. You are not what we want at all. Okay. That's what we want. So fluid loading. And we will give a couple of you. Now eventually we can expand this, of course. Annoying. Okay. So you are going to come up here and go there and there. Right, and then you will do this. Okay. you are going to fill a train here with doubles of magenta. That will be to there. This one up here. Will fill a single of red. Come into there. Okay. I'm going to get rid of that. Not going to need to see that. And all this. Right. Okay. So. This one over here, let's bring in, yes, perfect. Oops. And we'll paint those red. Paint the town red. This one is going to go in there, and that one there. Okay. Well, I guess we should add a train here. So we'll do a blue one for this. And we'll do a red one for this. Okay. Now this is being delivered. Oh, we're not going to see anything until it starts painting. But again, this should be 2 sets of our halves delivered in the same orientation. Those are, so these are tops, those are bottoms. That is okay. I'm going to rotate, rotate 180. Same with this guy. I'm gonna cut you. Do that. So same thing. Oops. Oh, wow. Excellent. So this is making 4 train loads of this shape. Yes, it is. Excellent. And I'm gonna do that. To give us some room. I'm actually gonna do it up here though. There and there. Okay. All right. So we're down to the final shape. Cool. All right. So this is our base layer. Now this guy, I want to cut into 4 separate pieces. And again, I'm gonna go down to here because that's what we're doing between this and no, that was a different build. But basically, yeah, I just want to take these. All right, sorry. Let's go back up here. Nope, not that. This. Do this one. What happens if we double that? Yeah, I knew it. Alright, so that's okay. Now we're going to take our cut and separate. Yay, that does what we want. Just going to jump over all that. And maybe we need to go back here actually. Okay, make sure that's all the same. And we want this to be in the northeast quadrant. So if we take, oops. Take this, copy, and do that. Are we going to get the same over here? No, then we get that. So we need to try this. No, okay. Excellent. I know there's, I mean, it makes sense. I get it, why there's a reason, but I just don't get it. Alright. So, this... And I'm just going to get rid of this. And this, and this, and this. Just cutting out all these guys, because we'll figure it out on the base layer and then copy it up. Okay. So let's go ahead and get these ones just turned into our northwest orientation. Which is this? And then a clockwise. Rotate. Boom, boom. So clockwise, clockwise. Nothing, nothing. And should be, yes, the same over here. There and there. Okay. So we are going to just clear that whole one out. Then let's just copy this, all this. and copy it up. Easy. Okay. So this one is all correct as far as the northeast orientation goes. Ah, it would help. Oops. We don't want to erase those. We want to copy them up and up. Okay. This one is all correct with northeast placement. On those 4, we could do the same here. Yeah, let's do this. But then we can't really do it there. Let's just use modules. So this one we need a 180. This one we need a counterclockwise. Okay, so here's 4 of these for delivery, and then here's 4 of these for delivery. These ones I'm gonna do in that color. These ones I would do in red. And make sure to use our shape trains. And there. Okay. So we've got those going. Now let's look at the shield portion of things. Which is down here. So this is all good with one change, and that is we want these guys to be rotated. Also, we don't want to put them in here. We don't want any of that. I'm just gonna get rid of this. And that. Okay. So again, times 4. We're going to want all of you times 4. This. But we don't want to do that. So we're going to destroy west, and then... Wait, was that a 180? That's... Yeah, so we want to destroy west and then do a 180. Perfect. But we're going to want you times 4. So we can do 1, 2, 3. I thought we had it. 4. No, we don't need any of this. Okay. So there we go. Now all these need to be painted white. So shape load. Let's go this way. Why not? And over here, destroy all this for now. Can we get 4 here? There's 1, 2. Yeah, we can get 3. Okay, there's 3 greens. I think we just need to do a delivery system. Let's get that going here. I think we might be able to get 4 here. No, maybe not. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can. This. And then 4. 1, 2, 3. Let's try this. That's 4 there. This one. Yeah, there's 4. Okay, excellent. And yeah, there's really no room for green. Okay. But let's bulk this up. You know what? I'm sorry. You're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to be replaced. So let's just do... Oh, can we do that? No. We need to do this. Do that. For 4. Okay. So, yeah. Let's get blue delivering first. And this will be red. And this will be green. So unloading. We'll just do that. Boom and boom. And if you remember, the order in which we do these doesn't matter as long as we have all 3 coming in together. So yeah, we're just going to do these all separate. That's going to be the way to do this. Boom, boom. So we won't do that. Oops. We will do this. And over here, we will do this. Yeah, just do that and that. And let's get these all loaded up. One's 2. And these. Okay. That one blue. This one red. And this one, as we said, green. Perfect. Now let's get these going. Oh my god, look at that. We are down to 172 platform units. What did I just say? We were at 800 and I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna be close. I was right. Each one of those is a platform unit. Alright, this is fluid loading. Building these little depots certainly takes a lot out of the count. And each of these trains. I mean, you know, each of these trains is a lot. And each of these is just one. And we're just going to start off with 3 of each. Oh, God, we're down to 12 platforms. Okay, let's come over here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now we're back up to 600 platform units. Thank goodness. Oh, no. Let's do red. Let's make it make sense. Okay. Those are cruising in. Now we have a system making white. This is done. Let's just check all those. And it happened when I wasn't even paying attention. Okay. So I think we are looking good on operator 4. We have all of the elements. So next episode we're going to come back together and we're going to just tie it all up. Tie it all together, okay? I think we're going to call it now. Just as this is getting to be a little bit of a longer episode and I've got to take off. Thank you so much for watching. This is Gramps, signing off.